What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. A new week, which means another weekly Ascendant challenge. Now this time it is over in Harbinger's Seclude. The best way to get here is from Diwali and Mist. You want to make your way over to Petra. Once you get over to Rheasilvea, Petra is right over there, and you want to grab the Ascendant challenge bounty from her. Once you have that bounty, make your way through Rheasilvea into this main cathedral area. Once you get here, you want to keep going forward, and the challenge is at this part of the map. It's the northernmost section of this area. So once you get here, you'll notice that there's a statue, and the portal does appear as long as you have a queen's foil. So make sure that you use a queen's foil tincture, otherwise this portal won't appear. So once you do that, you want to make your way over here, and this is where the platforms will appear. So let's jump up in there and get this thing done. As I'm jumping, really quick, just wanted to reiterate, thank you so much for all the recent support. Everybody here has been super kind, and the last few weeks have been amazing. If you haven't subbed to the channel, I would definitely appreciate a sub, a like, all those great things. And if you are interested in live streams, make sure you hit that notification bell. So once you get over here, the next platform is kind of far away, but this will get you over to it. So real quick before I go inside, I am playing on my hunter this time, and while it's nice to have the jump boots, you don't need those, so I'm going to go in here without those. Your weapon loadout doesn't really matter in this challenge, and you'll see why in just a moment. So once you jump inside the portal, as you might expect, our goal is to make it over to this building over here. Now there is some platforming involved. The jumping here is not too bad, at least right now. When you're leaving here, it does get a bit more difficult, but we'll cover that once we get there. Our main objective at this point is to make it over to that building. So it would be nice to have the jump boots, but if you don't have those, this is still very much doable. Same thing for on your Titan. The lion rampants are nice, but you don't need those. And the warlock, the glide jump, as long as you have, I think, balance control, that's probably your best bet. So we're going to jump over here, and before we start fighting, you'll notice that there are a number of hive enemies here. You have 3 of the taken champions. These are the hive champions. These guys are guarding a relic. And you have a number of wizards and thralls here. So let's go ahead and take these guys out. So there are some more enemies that spawn up here. And don't be afraid about using all your ammo, because once you take these guys out, then you can use the Crota sword relic from Destiny 1. So this is a bit overkill using the kilo shotgun on these guys, but that doesn't matter. So once we take out that last thrall, or actually wait, there's a few more guys over here. Alright, so once you take out all the enemies, then the force field around the sword goes away. Now, as you might expect, once we grab this sword, it's going to make these guys kind of angry. No high five yet. So let's grab the sword and we'll get things started. Once you grab that, a bunch of enemies do spawn in. So don't be afraid to take your time here. You'll notice that the sword does have a lot of ammo, so you don't have to worry about running out of ammo here. I do recommend taking out the phalanxes, because that shield attack will do that to you, and it could knock you off the edge, which would be irritating. So we're going to take these guys out. You'll notice that 2 of the knights are still there, but one guy is getting kind of mad and he's coming over here to take me out. But the R2 attack will stun this guy, and it will take him down pretty quick. Once you take down one, the other 2 guys will get angry too. The other thing to keep in mind, you'll notice I have a super right now, and you can use the sword super. That does a lot of damage, so don't hesitate to use that against these guys too. And if things get a little dicey, you can always run and get some cover. There isn't much room here, but there is some cover. So once the 2 knights are down, all the other enemies die right away, and you'll see the message that Tolan beckons you. So we'll go over here, we'll talk to Tolan really quick. And he's flying over in that distance, and you'll see that there is a rift now. The key thing here, before I start doing this, make sure you keep the sword. You don't want to drop the sword, because that will not allow you to finish this challenge. And like I was mentioning before, now that the portals have appeared over there, the jumping section now gets a lot more difficult. Not only do you have some enemies here, But as you jump on some of these platforms, they will dematerialize. So you want to be pretty quick and deliberate with how you're doing this. So let's jump over to that rock as soon as it flips over. And the other thing too, just like I was mentioning, you got to be super cautious of the phalanx guys because they are the most annoying ones. So it may have been overkill to use my sword super there, but better safe than sorry. Make sure you take those guys out. I went to the left side. You can also go to, or I'm sorry, I went to the right side. You can go to the left side too, but I think right side's a little bit easier. So now we're going to make our way. We have a home stretch here, but just like I was saying, these rocks will dematerialize. I'm going to avoid these guys right now. Jump over here and then take them out really quick. And now we're pretty much at the end. We want to make our way over to this island here, and that will be what completes the challenge. Right away though, as soon as you get over here, make sure you grab the chest right away because it will despawn pretty quick. And we have the challenge done. Now the gauntlets here, or the leg armor I got, it's not a powerful drop, but it's always worth checking it out. I think mine may have won to the postmaster, but check out any armor you get because it may have some good perks on it. And really quick right now, I'm going to turn in my bounty. I want to see what I get from this. Ooh, so I got a sword, which is kind of a bummer because I'm hoping for armor. And I went to the postmaster anyway, but I was hoping for armor. I need that to level up here, but hopefully you get a good drop from this. I know that the gear from here can be really, really good. So let me know if this video was helpful. Key things to keep in mind. The jumping section leaving the map is pretty difficult. You got to have the sword, otherwise you won't be able to complete this. And make sure you have a queen's foil before you get started, otherwise this portal won't appear. But thanks for watching, we'll catch up soon, and talk to you guys later.